Hello everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. So in today's video I will be talking about the full moon that's occurring in the sign of Aries on the 20th of October, and it's occurring at roughly about 27 degrees Aries. It's about 27 degrees 26 minutes Aries. So if you've got planets or angles in the last 10 degrees of cardinal sign, or if you've got planets or angles in the first few degrees, like up till 2 degrees or 3 degrees of fixed sign, you will see the effect of this full moon in Aries more personally, more significantly in your life around this full moon. The full moon is basically a time of illumination. It's a time of culmination, of release, of fulfillment. So during a full moon, the sun and moon is the opposite sign, in the opposite house, in the opposite part of the sky. So the moon is getting fully illuminated because of the sun's rays on it. So it's a time of clarity, understanding, and it's a time of emotional release as well, and really reviewing and re-strategizing your goals, especially if you had put something in motion during the new moon in Aries for this particular full moon. So you will get some sort of release or culmination of or clearer understanding to move on to the next step, or how to take whatever you're doing to the next level. So either you will get a better understanding of what's working and what's not working, or you'll get a sense of fulfillment that whatever you started during the new moon, it's culminating or it's actually moving forward. So that's what full moon gives. The energy of full moon is about. So this full moon is occurring on the Aries and Libra axis. So sun is in the sign of Libra and moon is in the sign of Aries. Now Aries and Libra axis is all about relationship. It's about, Aries is about self and Libra is about others. So it's a relationship axis, and full moon here is definitely illuminating the need to balance your energies around yourself and finding a balance with others as well. So just focusing on one energy is not going to be fruitful. So it's important to have an emotional balance between what your personal need is and what are the expectations of other people, and how you're balancing both the energies out. Now Aries is a bold, courageous, spirited sign, and Libra is more about cooperating, negotiating, and finding a balance, a middle ground to take things forward. So any personal goals that you might be working on during this time needs to have the balance of both. You can't just go and self-asserting yourself and really forget about people around you and not include them or consider them. So there's a need to lead from a more balanced and a fair-minded space, rather than just being self-assertive. So the relations that you have during this time, or the ones you're forming or working on, there's definitely need to strike a balance between your own needs and the needs of the other person, whomever you are dealing with. Now full moon is a very intense time, and this Aries full moon is definitely demanding you to balance your equal-minded self to your independent self. And if you're unable to balance these energies out, you might not get the outcome, the result that you want. So it's very important to really understand the dynamic, and for the best results and for your growth, personal growth, and to life move forward, the balancing of these energies is definitely required. Now the main aspect that's occurring during this full moon is Mars is conjunct Sun in the sign of Libra. So Sun and Mars are both in the sign of Libra, and this Mars is opposite the moon in Aries. So there's a moon and Mars opposition occurring. Now both these Sun and moon are being squared by Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. So there's a lot of cardinal energy going on, intense cardinal energy. So anything you want to move forward, this is a great time to move forward, but you need to be wary of any kind of impulsiveness or tactlessness. So it's a great time to take action on personal goals, and you will be very energized to do this as well. But because of the Pluto squaring the sun and the moon, which are the luminaries and which is part of your personality, it can lead to power struggle or pressure, self-created pressure on yourself. So be careful to not get too paranoid around this full moon, and work on your passion with more awareness and realization, because this full moon is illuminating and giving you clarity. So keep your head on and really think and use this courageous, passionate energy to really move things forward on a balanced space. So be careful with the relationships that you have during this time and how you're handling them, because too much aggressiveness, impulsiveness is only going to backfire. So be careful with that, and do express whatever you want to express. Do open up and do share whatever you have to share, but lead more from a calm and patient space rather than moodiness and aggressiveness and just impatience and impulsiveness. So be careful of keep your calm and keep the peace around, and resolve any issues or obstacles or any conflicts that might occur during this time more with a level head. Now Pluto is squaring the moon, but there is also a really harmonious aspect with the moon sextiling Jupiter in the sign of Aquarius during this time, and that is a really happy, friendly, much needed break from the intense Pluto energy. So if you use this energy positively and in a balanced way, you can definitely reap the rewards, and you can get material gains and just optimism and hopefulness can come about in your life. Use that energy to move forward on your goal and have the success, popularity, and just optimism around you in your life during this time. So overall, it's a very intense and fiery time, so it's a great time to really push forward your goals and really step up and shine and bring out your leadership quality from within, but do it more with a balanced and level head so that you avoid any kind of drama or need to control the situation or relationships in your life. So now I'll talk about each zodiac sign and how the full moon in Aries affects each of the sign. Aries, for you, the full moon in Aries occurs in your first house, so it's your time, Aries. Anything you initiate right now with full realization and awareness will really reap rewards later on. So be on that path of goals and ambitions, whatever you have, whatever you want to achieve, and work towards it. But keep a balanced mind and do consider a relationship, and especially people you're working with or you're in partnership with, whether it's a business or personal. So do include them as well in your decision, or at least listen to what they have to say, because communication can be issue during this full moon, Aries, because this could be too much of communication or not enough, or you may be asserting a lot and not listening enough to the other person or whoever in your life is. So find a balance between asserting what you believe in and what others have to offer. Now Aries, Pluto is in your career house during this full moon and has been there for many number of years. But this Pluto in Capricorn in your 10th house is squaring the sun and the moon both. So impulsiveness, impatience in terms of moving things forward in terms of your career can come about. Now Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius during this full moon in your 11th house, which is forming a harmonious aspect with your moon, so that there is a sense of positivity and wanting to move forward. But it's very important to communicate effectively and find and have conversation with the other party, which is more fruitful, and assert yourself, but also find a balance between what others have to say and what you have to contribute. Now Aries, the year 2021 has been the year where you are really moving forward on your path, on your goal, whatever ambitions you have in life, you're really moving forward. And this is in terms of your career, the collaborations, the projects that you're involved in, your creativity, and just partnership, coming together to create something. So you're definitely moving forward in that direction, and you're very much inspired and really spirited and really want to make things happen. So do move forward with more awareness of what's happening in your environment, especially where relationship and partnerships are concerned, especially work partnership, because there's 11th house influence as well during this full moon. So people you're collaborating with, or your work colleagues, your teammates, team members at your work, your peers, people you work on daily basis, do listen to them as well. Now you have a very strong personality, so people may not always open up to you and may take a back seat because they can get intimidated or overwhelmed by your energy. So it's very important to balance yourself and be more level-headed when you're dealing with people, because otherwise you won't get to hear what they have to say, and they may have valuable things to contribute to you. So do find that balance and listen calmly first, and then assert whatever you need to assert, and find a middle ground. And even if you don't agree with them, that's perfectly fine, but at least you have a fuller picture of what's happening so that you can make more informed decision, Aries. Now this is also a great, now Aries, because this full moon is in your first house, it's a really great time to really turn things around in terms of your relationship, home environment, your career, your health matters, everything, whatever you want to start, because the first house represents yourself, your body, your personal priorities, your destiny, your path. So anything you want to move forward, this time can really give you a really great understanding to move things forward. So you can have a new health regime, or if you want to relocate and move to another place, anything of that sort, you can really initiate during this time, and you will definitely see the outcome as time goes by. So stay on your path, Aries. Taurus, for you, the Aries full moon occurs in your 12th house. Now 12th house is the house of subconscious, it's a house of a spiritual side, it's a house of old patterns, past, and just things that is behind the scene. So moon in your 12th house is really asking you to dig deeper within your emotions, and if you've got anything, any feelings that you have been putting on the back burner, or not really fully expressing it, it's time to really look more deeply into it, and release those repressed feelings, emotions, whatever that might be, and really reflect on any old patterns that you might be involved in, or things that is stopping you from growing. And this will help in creating more awareness about yourself, Taurus, to start with, and then with your relationship as well, because awareness is the first step to take before healing actually begins. And 12th house is about self-healing. So moon here is definitely illuminating the opportunity to heal yourself through opening up, expressing your feelings, most important to your own self, Taurus. Now sun is in the sign of Libra, the opposite to the moon, which will be in your 6th house, which is about health and work. So Taurus, 2021 has been very much focused on your public reputation, your career, what you want to achieve in this world, because Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius in your 10th house and is there along with Saturn. So that theme has been going on for the whole year. Now during this time, Jupiter in Aquarius is sextiling the moon in Aries in your 12th house. So any kind of limiting patterns that is holding you back from fully expressing and really meeting your full potential, it's time to put rest to that, or at least reflect on those things and heal yourself so that you can move forward from that. Now 6th house is the work house and the health house, and that's where Sun is along with Mars. So Sun and Mars is conjunct in your 6th house during this time. So 6th house is also about productivity and problem solving, and analyzing your situation to come up with a solution. So you may be feeling impulsive and impatient to move things forward around this time. Now moon is in the 12th house, which is not a really action oriented house, so you may be feeling a little bit tied down, or things not moving fast enough for you. But use this time to really heal yourself and express emotions that's within you that will help you grow and really solve any issues that you might have. Now Taurus, you are an earth sign, and by nature you are a bit possessive about relationship, and you like more privacy than going out and expressing about your relationship to the world. So you keep aspects of your life more private, and that's how you maintain stability in your life. Now Pluto is in your 9th house in the sign of Capricorn, and is squaring Sun and Moon in Aries and Libra during this full moon. So it's really asking you to broaden your horizon, open up your mind, and really explore new territories, and take a chance, have new experiences. So during this full moon, you may feel the need to want to go and have these experiences, and because of this square aspect, you may feel that things are not moving forward fast enough, and you are feeling the pressure, and things are not just happening the way you want. You want to expand your mind, your horizon. You want to travel, and you want to explore, and it's not happening around this time. So be patient, Taurus, and just let things roll the way it naturally does and in its own time, and you will see things opening up more, and things will happen for the better for you, Taurus, most definitely. Just give yourself more space, don't be too hard on yourself, and just let things roll a little bit, and you will see the results. And whatever stuck energies that you might have, if you're feeling isolated, or if you're not able to move things forward the way you want in terms of your just daily life and what you want to do, and your work, health matters, if it's you feel it's getting affected, just be patient, do some meditation, go in nature, walk in the nature, and just embrace what's there, what's available, and don't exert too much, and don't be too hard on yourself, and things will open up as time goes on, Taurus. Geminis, for you, the Aries full moon occurs in your 11th house. Now, 11th house is the house of social network, your friends, community, any group projects, or your peers, your work colleagues, just the projects that you do in a group environment. So that's what 11th house is about. It's also the house of collaboration and joining an organization or an association or a cause where you meet people, like-minded people, and you work together for a purpose. So that's also the 11th house energy. So a full moon occurring in your 11th house is giving you the awareness or a bit more clarity regarding the group projects or the collaboration that you're involved in. It also makes you realize that you can or you cannot work in a group. So if you're able to work successfully in a group, it gives you that realization. Or if you're not able to work successfully in a group, it shows you that as well. So it gives an overall picture of how your team dynamic is, how your group dynamic is, and what is your role in it, and how you participate, what you contribute, and how you work in a group environment, on a group project, or in a cause. If you're part of a cause or a movement, if you are contributing something that is greater than you, and you are getting together with other people to make something happen, the full moon is definitely give you the energy to understand the dynamics a bit better. Now, Aries is a fire sign, and Gemini, you're an air sign, so the fire and air sign does go well together. So this realization sure will be a happy realization. You will see that how you can improve your performance in a group activity, or really collaborate with like-minded people and really uplift the whole group dynamic, and really achieve greater performances. So go out and mingle and connect, and network with people, like-minded people, and form friendships and connection, and work together, and especially connect with people who are on the same page as you, who understand your vision, who understand what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish, and that vision they are supporting and really inspiring you to achieve that vision. So like-minded people. So it's a really good time to connect with these kind of people, Geminis. Now, Geminis, you are a sign of communication. You're the sign of sharing ideas, of facts and figures, and the information that you come by, you like to share that information. Now, the conversations that you're having during this time, especially with your peers and in your work group and the team that you're part of, the conversation, the ideas, the exchange of ideas that's happening is really opening up your mind as well. And it's probably showing you something about yourself, something that probably you didn't know about yourself, something that you're capable of. So more you connect with people, more you collaborate, more you go out and mingle. And it doesn't need to be physically going out and mingling. It can be over social media, because Gemini is a sign of social media. So it can be over social media. So you are meeting people and connecting with them. And this is opening up you to yourself. It's teaching you, showing you more what you are made of, and to yourself especially more than other people and around you. It's showing you your capabilities to yourself, Gemini. So embrace this opportunity and really connect with people, because this is going to really help you achieve the whatever goals and ambition that you have to go on that life path and progress and grow as a person. So all that is definitely there, Geminis. In your workplace as well, you are mingling and connecting with people, listening to other people's opinion as well. You're sharing your own ideas, but you're also listening to other people. And all this will definitely help in improving your reputation, your own vocation, your calling, career, whatever path you are trying to take. All this is going to really help you grow as a person, Geminis. The Sun and Mars is in the sign of Libra during this full moon and in your 5th house. Now the 5th house and 11th house dynamic is about solo aspirations, what your solo goals are, what your solo projects that you're part of, and balancing it with the group environment, the group projects. So you are really putting out your personal interest, your personal viewpoint, what makes you special, what you have to offer to the group dynamic, and that is also really helping the whole collaboration, whatever you're collaborating on, the cause you're part of, or the movement you're part of. It's all really enriching it, really giving you fulfillment as well, because you are able to offer what you are, what your perspective is, what your belief system is, and all this is really expanding and growing you. So it's a really great time to connect and really collaborate and share ideas and put yourself out there, whatever your skills and capabilities are. So really connect with people and grow from there, Geminis. Cancer, for you, the Aries full moon occurs in your 10th house. Now 10th house is the house of your career, it's the house of your vocation, your public reputation, what your destiny in the world, what you want to achieve in the world. So that's what the 10th house is about. Now when a full moon occurs in the 10th house, it's illuminating that house, and it's giving you more awareness, clarity, and chance to release any stuck energies around that full moon time. So this Aries full moon in your 10th house, Cancer, is giving this opportunity to understand what is working out in your career and what is not working out, so that you can refocus your energy and really work on things and focus on areas that is working, and so that you can move forward with your career and move up the career ladder. Now Cancer, you are a cardinal sign, and Aries is also a cardinal sign, and it's on your 10th house. So you have this natural ambition and leadership qualities to move things forward, and you are definitely very much action oriented around this time to move your career, because there's so much focus on your career around this time. Now Mars is in the 4th house in the sign of Libra along with the Sun, so there's a need to balance your home environment, your emotional stability, your emotional comfort level with what you're doing in your career, or the balance you're trying to achieve. So if you can find a balance between your home life and your emotions and with your career, what you're trying to achieve in this world, that would be ideal, and you will be able to grow personally and career-wise as well after balancing this energy. Now Cancer, in order to move your career forward and to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life, it's important to understand what works practically and what does not work practically. So if you are imagining things and you've got some kind of ideas about things which may not be practical or realistic, you need to look deeply into that and really understand what is going to work for you, and put effort in the areas that is more feasible for you, and that will help you grow. So if you have been waiting for any opportunities career wise to grow, like for a job or a different job or a new job, and you have not been able to get that opportunity until now, you will definitely see some movement around this Aries full moon. And it's good idea also to present yourself and put yourself out there in terms of applying for jobs and really connecting, networking with people, so that you're able to project yourself in a way, and whoever is hiring or whoever the authority figure is who's noticing, and you could be up for promotion. So definitely look at what you're trying to achieve career wise, and be more realistic and action oriented and not less impulsive and impatient. So keep a balance between your emotions and your outward self. So when you find that balance, you'll be able to achieve more and accomplish more and grow as a person, Cancer. Now the Aries full moon is being squared by Pluto in Capricorn, which is your 7th house, and Sun is also forming a square aspect with the Pluto. The Sun, Moon, both on the opposite side, is forming a square aspect with Pluto. Now Pluto is in your 7th house, which is house of relationship, partnership, both personal and business. So you could feel the pressure of partnership, relationship weighing down on your home life, your emotional life, and your career as well. So you need to really find a balance and release stuck energy, because full moon is about releasing stuck energy. And if you think things are not working out, relationship is not working out, it's not helping you grow, it's actually making you more stressed and pressurizing you, and there are power struggles, then you can choose to free yourself from this. Especially if you're in a relationship that is not benefiting you, is not loving, it's not healing, it's not growing you, it's only causing you pressure and stress, intimidating you, or a struggle and obstacles is filled with those kind of thing, then it's your choice to move on, and that will definitely grow you as a person, heal you as a person as well. So Cancer, choose your own mental health, choose your own growth, choose your prosperity, and just move elsewhere where you are more happier, where you are appreciated, where you are supported and loved. So that's the space you want to be in, Cancer, not in a space where there is nothing happening, or it's actually making you stress, and is not the relationship is dead and is not really helping you grow, even after you have tried and you have refocused your energy and you have done what you need to do. And if it's not working out, it can have effect on your emotional health, and also how you project yourself to the world. So you need to think about how you want to go forward in life and choose yourself and your own healing, Cancer. Leos, for you the Aries full moon occurs in your 9th house. Now 9th house is the house of adventures, the house of belief system, of wisdom, of philosophies, of new opportunities, different territories, new territories, things, doing things that you have not done before, and really opening up your mind through all these experiences of learning and traveling and just meeting people of different cultures and backgrounds. So that's what 9th house is about. Now, a full moon occurring in your 9th house, Leos, will really show you things in a different perspective, in a new light. Now, Leo, you are a fixed sign, so you are prone to stubbornness. Now, if you form opinion or perspective or belief, something that you have, something that it's your opinion, you may really not budge from that. You are very fixed about that. But this full moon is giving you this clarity about perspective, and to also look at other people's perspective and see things in a new light, in a new perspective, have a different opinion, especially as you interact with people and you learn new things, and you open up your mind and you travel, move around. That's when your mind is open, and this full moon is definitely doing all that, Leos. Now, Sun and Mars will be in your 3rd house in the sign of Libra. It's about communication, it's about sharing ideas. So your mind may open through interaction, through networking, through communicating and sharing ideas and learning. And that could be through a online course, a short course, or even something different way of learning. So you may want to learn something, or even move around and travel, and that can really open up your mind and take you out from any kind of stuck situation that you might be in. And this can happen because of you being stubborn rather than any outside forces. So see things in a different way. Now, 6th house is where Pluto is, in the sign of Capricorn for you, Leos, and is squaring the Sun and the Moon both in the 9th and 3rd house. So it's your house of daily work, your work environment, your health. So if you think there's any kind of stuck energy due to your stubbornness and stuck perspective, this full moon is definitely going to eliminate and will make you see different ways of doing things, and achieving things in a different way if you are feeling stuck. And your 7th house is where Jupiter is during this time, in the sign of Aquarius, which is forming a very harmonious sextile aspect with your 9th house planet, which is the moon. So the Aries full moon and the Jupiter in Aquarius is forming a really harmonious aspect for you, Leos. So that's your 9th house and 7th house. So any one-to-one interaction that you have with your partner, business or personal, or any kind of viewpoint that you form through conversation and interaction with people, really can really grow you, open your mind, and really see things in a different way. And this can really help you in your daily life to have a different approach on how you do things. And maybe if it's your work, your business, your relationship, your children, whatever that might be, in every angle you might almost like you might have like an epiphany to see things and do things in a different way, Leos. So Leos, use this Aries full moon to really change your perspective and break free from limiting in old ways, old things that is not working out. You really need to rethink your strategy, how you are doing things. And if you got any goals and ambitions you want to achieve and you're not getting there, you really need to think differently how you can do it. And you can do this by listening to other people, through learning, just observing people, and taking in other information, perspective, opinions, viewpoints and mindset, keeping yourself open to all this. And that is definitely going to help you, Leo, grow in whichever area you want to grow, and the goals and ambition that you want to achieve in life. You will be on that path if you keep your mind open, Leos. Virgos, for you, the Aries full moon occurs in your 8th house. Now, 8th house is a house of joint finances, joint resources. And Sun is in the 2nd house in the sign of Libra during this full moon, which is about personal finance. And Mars is also conjunct the Sun in the sign of Libra. So it's forming an opposition with the moon in Aries in your 8th house. Now, this could mean something is coming to light regarding your finances, and it could be an inheritance or paying off a debt or loan, or something in terms of finances that is really helping you, uplifting you, and giving you opportunity to grow. So something can come your way unexpectedly, suddenly, and this is to do with monetary advantage, and this can improve your situation and really put you on that path. Now, Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn, which is your 5th house, Virgo, and Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius in your 6th house. Now, Pluto is squaring the Sun and Moon in your 8th house and 2nd house, but Jupiter in Aquarius is forming a sextile aspect to the moon in your 8th house. So 5th house is about your creativity. It's about the recreational time you have, the enjoyment that you have, and the 6th house is about your daily life, your work, your health, and everything. Now, this monetary advantage that you may come by during this full moon can have an effect on your life, on just your well-being, on your health, on your lifestyle and everything. And it can really either uplift you if it's a balanced approach, and or really show you where you stand in terms of what needs to be released and what needs to grow. So if there's anything in your life that is making you stuck and not helping you grow, it's time to release that, let it go, and really be on the path that is helping you to grow. And this unexpected financial advantage that you'll get around this time will definitely put you on that path to grow and to realize those opportunities that you may not have realized earlier. Now you will be able to take these opportunities and move on. So Virgos, overall it's a very good time in terms of happiness and having fun and really enjoying yourself, and your lifestyle, your health, healing, all can be improved because of a windfall. And if you have had any disappointments in terms of relationships in past, and things that has not grown as it should, around this full moon in Aries you could move away from those relationships, or you could really refocus your energy to improve those relationships that did not work out in the past. So you have this opportunity to really grow as a person, and anything that is holding you back or stagnating you and not helping you grow as a person, and in all areas of life, you will be able to release these energies during this time and really be on the path of your own personal healing, Virgos. Libras, for you, the Aries full moon occurs in your 7th house. Now, Aries is the opposite sign to your Libras. So your relationship axis gets activated during an Aries or Libra season and during the new moon or full moon in these signs. So during this Aries full moon, 7th house is being illuminated for your Libras. So a relationship or a partnership in your life, something like a one-to-one interaction or something that is very significant in your life, a significant relationship might reach a turning point, or you might have some kind of revelation or a culminating, a releasing kind of energy related to some kind of partnership. Now this could mean that you are letting go of a relationship that is not working out anymore for you, or you are refocusing your energy to rekindle romance in your life, within your partnership, and this is on a personal basis. Now, if it's something related to business partnership, then again the same theme can occur. Something that is not serving you may move on from that energy, or you could really infuse more energy in a business partnership and really make it work successful and really grow. So any kind of relationship and people in your life that matter to you will stand out during this Aries full moon. Now, Sun is in your first house, Libras, because it's Libra season as well, and Mars is also conjunct the Sun in your first house. So there's a lot of inner motivation in you, and you're really fired up since the beginning of the month of October, and you're really wanting to make things happen, and you are really moving on to that goal, refocusing energy, especially in terms of your relationship. And you must be seeing some kind of movement as well in terms of your relationship. And this has come about, Libra, because you decided to balance your energies where your relationship matters, and you decided to connect in a different, more creative way, more intimate way, and that's how things have turned out the way it has. Now, if there was any relationship in your life that was stuck and was not going anywhere, you definitely must have come to a conclusion that this is not for you, and you decided to move on, or you want to move on. So whatever be it, the Aries full moon is definitely going to give you a bit more clarity regarding where you stand, Libra, in terms of your relationships. So Libra, use this Aries full moon time to learn more about people around you, especially any significant relationship that you have in life, and see what the other person expects and or what your expectation is of the relationship that you have. And if you can work out your differences and you can reconcile and really be on the same page and really move forward together, then everybody deserves a second chance, and that is down to you. You have to decide if you want to give it a second chance. Now, if you are not in that space to accommodate that, then you need to have a fair discussion, a fair conversation, say what your expectations are, express your feelings, and listen to the other person as well, and see where it's going. Now, if you can get over what happened in the past and you are able to move forward with the renewed energy of your rekindled romance in your partnership, and it's a great time because Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius and it's in your 5th house of romance. So this Jupiter can really help you, really refocus you, and really bring out that romance in your relationship around this Aries full moon. So be creative with your partner, and go out, have recreational time, have fun time together that can lighten up the circumstances as well, and you can have fun together, Libra. Scorpios, for you, the Aries full moon occurs in your 6th house. Now, 6th house is the house of work and health. It's a house of your daily routine, your lifestyle, just what you do on a daily basis. So that's what 6th house is all about. Now, the Sun and Mars is conjunct in Libra in your 12th house, which is the house of solitude, your subconscious, your unconscious behavior, past pattern, and just dealing with your dream world and dream state, your the fantasy land and imagination and creativity as well. So during this full moon, the focus is a lot on 6th house because that's where the moon is. So you may feel that you need to focus more on your daily going on, so what's going on in your daily life, and shift away from that dream world and imaginative and relaxed state of affairs. So you are more pulled in the direction of daily drudgery and productivity and what you do on a daily basis, and just your life on a daily basis, rather than being in a state of relaxation and retreat and all that. You're pulled away from a retreat state to deal with things that's happening in your life on a daily basis. So that's what the full moon in your 6th house deals with. Now, the 6th house full moon is also about improving your productivity and what you do on a daily basis. So how you can improve your daily life, your work, your health, and everything, that your daily routine, your schedules and all that, how you can move it around to make it more efficient. So you may be looking into improving your health, your well-being, and you may be looking into a new diet regime or health regime, or really getting away from old ways, things that is not working for you in terms of your work and health matters. So you're really moving away from things that are stuck and is not working to new paradigm, to new experiences and new regimes and new routines. And this refocusing of energy and getting rid of old ways will reduce your stress and any work stress that can come about during this time, or stress due to daily happening, what's happening in your life. So all this can be navigated by refocusing your energy and healing yourself and taking care of health around this full moon, Scorpios. Now Scorpios, Pluto is in Capricorn in your third house, and it's squaring the sun and the moon in your 6th and 12th house. So the third house is about communication. So you may feel that the information you're receiving or the communication you're getting involved in, or any kind of information sharing or communication around you is adding pressure to you, and you're not getting what you want to get out of it. So it can also be about power struggle and can make you paranoid about what's being said and what you're hearing around this time. So keep your head on and think logically and before taking any kind of decision about your daily life and your work life and your health and everything, and your healing as well, Scorpios. Now Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius in your 4th house and is sextiling the moon, the full moon in Aries in your 6th house. So it's a very harmonious aspect. So your home environment, your family members is definitely a reason to rejoice, and is definitely giving you the calm and the emotional stability that you require in your daily life. So it's definitely a hopeful and optimistic kind of situation due to your home environment and family members, Scorpios. Sagittarius, for you the Aries full moon occurs in your 5th house. Now 5th house is the house of creation and recreation. So your creative self, your self-expression, and also time to have fun and do things that bring you happiness and delights you. So that's what 5th house is all about. Now full moon occurring in your house of pleasure and fun and creativity and self-expression is really asking you to bring out your inner child. Now 5th house is also deals with children because it's a procreation house as well. So it's asking you to bring out your inner child, to have a fun and really do things that delights you, and really show and really express your true self in terms of your creativity, your personal interest, your personal passion. So all these things bubbling to the surface, and you will be very inclined to use this time to indulge in things that make you happy and things that brings you gratification. Now 5th house is also the house of love and romance, so you might meet somebody new that you connect with straight away, or if you're already with somebody, you may get a chance to rekindle your romance if it's not going well for you, that relationship. So it can happen either way. It depends on how you're using the energy and what state are you in your life currently. Now Sun and Mars is in the sign of Libra in your 11th house, and 11th house is about social circle, friend circle, collaboration, group activity, group projects. It's about your hopes and wishes as well. So the focus is a lot on your personal solo expression, your personal interest, but finding a balance with anything that you're doing on a group level or a collaborative level will also be perfect, because that's when you are able to express your interest, your personal passion, and you're bringing it out, sharing it with others, and really making something great out of it, because you can use it to express the cause that you stand for, and really get the support and help of people in your social group, whatever you want to express, and whatever you want to express, and whatever you want to express, the ideas that you want to share, the information that you have, that you want to share your opinions and perspective, all that can be really helpful if you are able to balance this energy between what your viewpoint is, what you are interested, what you are expressing, and with the larger perspective. Now Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius in your 3rd house of communication. So communication is definitely paramount around this time, and it's sextiling the moon. So you're in a very good position to use this energy to express whatever your personal passion, interest, whatever your personal viewpoint is. So you'll be able to express in more of a well-rounded, hopeful, optimistic, clear and energetic manner. Now Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn in your 2nd house and squaring the sun and the moon. Now 2nd house is about your value systems. So what you believe in, what your values are, can be at odds with other people's views, or the group that you're a part of, or the collaborative nature of any kind of project or work that you're part of. So there can be a clash or pressure or power struggles in that area. So it's very important to lead from your solo interest, your personal passion, what you believe in, and what is your value system, Sagittarius. Capricorns, for you, the Aries full moon occurs in your 4th house. Now, the 4th house is the house of your home life, your home environment, your house, your emotional self, your comfort level. It's also the house of real estate, or just your birthplace as well, the country you come from, the city you come from. So your foundation and your roots basically, and your ancestry as well. So a full moon in your 4th house is illuminating this house in, and is bringing revelation and release of energy as well in these matters. So this gives you an opportunity to rethink what is of value to you, and what nurtures you, what nourishes you, what gives you the comfort level and the emotional comfort and stability, what gives you emotional stability, Capricorns. And that's what this full moon is illuminating and is bringing to light. Now, 10th house is where the Sun and Mars will be in the sign of Libra, and 10th house is about your career and your vocation and just your public image and your reputation in the world. So a balance is required, because there's a lot of focus on your 4th house matter around this Aries full moon, and so there's a need to balance your home life with your career. So if you're really focused on your career, your ambition, your goals, and your image in the world, it's also a good idea to balance it out with your home life and what makes you comfortable, and your home environment as well, your house environment where you live. So create a appealing environment, so when you come home from work, you have a nice place to relax and really recuperate from the daily busy life. So a home is definitely where your focus will be during this Aries full moon, Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, because the full moon is in your 4th house, you may also feel the need to move around in terms of moving away from where you live. And that just could be moving around in the same city, or moving countries, really relocating, or it could be just redecorating your house, the one you live in currently, and just redecorating and moving the furniture around and making it more appealing and attractive for you to relax in. Now, if you're thinking of relocating, this Aries full moon is also really pushing these agendas forward, and you will be definitely very much interested, Capricorn, to make these moves. Now, 4th house also deals with your roots and ancestry, Capricorn. So you may be interested in finding out about your family history and your ancestry as well. And it's also the house of the nurturing figure in your family, so whether it's mother or the father. So you may have some kind of revelation regarding that, or there might be a need to refocus your energy around these relationships. So Capricorn, with the focus on your 4th house and on your emotional stability and your nourishing yourself, the need for that, it's very important to lead from what is good for you, what it brings you happiness, and what brings you nourishment and nurture and just stability, your own emotional comfort level. Where does it lie? So if you feel that there is relationships in life that is not helping you find that stability and find that grounding, then you need to rethink about these relationships, and if they are really helping you grow or not. And if it's not helping you grow, and if it's bringing you stress in life, then it's very important to rethink where your priorities lies, Capricorn. So make sure you lead from your own emotional and mental health and your own healing, and that's the most important thing with this full moon in Aries in your 4th house, Capricorn. Aquarius, for you, the Aries full moon occurs in your 3rd house. Now, 3rd house is the house of communication, of sharing ideas, of your community, siblings. So a full moon occurring in your house of communication is definitely firing up your communication style and how you share ideas, how you project yourself. So this will definitely give you a more clarity in how you communicate and what you communicate, and it will definitely motivate you and encourage you to share ideas and also to listen to other people's opinions of what they have to offer. So Sun and Mars are conjunct in the sign of Libra during this full moon, and they are in your 9th house. So 9th house is about the big picture, the big perspective. So the communication that you are getting involved in during this time with people around you, and especially the ones like-minded, the ones you trust, you will get a bigger picture, a bigger perspective, and you may be even resolve some matters that you may be overthinking, or you will be able to connect dots and really come to a solution regarding any issues that you might be having, especially around communication. And if you have a business that is focused on a website or social media, this is a great time to really redo or re-strategize your whole social media strategy, or your, how you present your website. Now you can get the help of experts to improve what you're dealing with, and your website and your communication style, how you're communicating, coming across, the idea sharing and the information sharing that you're doing. It's a great time to really re-strategize all these things. Now Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn in your 12th house and is squaring the sun and moon, which is in your 3rd and 9th house. So 12th house is about subconscious and past patterns, and things that is limiting, self-sabotaging as well. So make sure this is not causing any kind of trouble in your communication, and you're not self-sabotaging yourself by being closed-minded. So you need to see the big picture and listen to other people's perspective as well, and this will really help you grow, Aquarius. Now Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius in your sign, and it's sextiling the moon. So it's a great time to really assert your personal priorities, whatever that is, and communicate whatever you have to share, whatever information or whatever belief system or thoughts and expression, whatever you have learned, you want to share it with your audience or with in your community. So it's a great time to really do that. And if you can find a balance between your own opinion and perspective and the larger picture and the opinion and belief system of other people, and find a balance between these two, then you are on a very good ground to really assert and project yourself in the most efficient and informed and spiritual way, Aquarius. Pisces, for you the Aries full moon occurs in your 2nd house. Now the 2nd house is the house of your money making capabilities and your value system. So a 2nd house full moon is definitely giving you this opportunity to improve your income, especially if you are looking for a new job, or you are in a new job, or you're looking for promotion. It's a great time to really increase your income and your money making capability through a job well done or a new job that pays you more. So this full moon is definitely going to bring out your money making capacity and capabilities, and you will be definitely using this energy to improve your financial situation, Pisces. Now Sun and Mars is conjunct in the sign of Libra in your 8th house, which is opposite to the 2nd house. Now 8th house is about joint resources, about social finance as well. So the focus is definitely more on your own money making capabilities, but with the 8th house axis, there is also opportunity to improve your wealth through investment, or if you have to pay off a debt or a loan, it's a great time to clear all that and be in a position in life where your foundation is stronger, your financial foundation is stronger. Now Pisces 2nd house also deals with your value system, your self-worth. Now this full moon is also going to give you a little bit more clarity regarding what you value in yourself. What is your personal values, and is it due to your financial and money making capabilities? Because your own personal value shouldn't be based on your financial situation. Your personal value is because of the person you are. Now with the 8th house axis, which is also about intimate relationship and close ties, so with the 2nd and 8th house axis, you have this axis of your own personal value and balancing it with the values of other people, especially close relationship, especially intimate relationship like a spousal relationship or business relationship as well. If you are intimate in that, in terms of you're very close and you really trust each other and you're very committed. So your value system is also coming to the forth. So you'll have a great understanding, clarity, even opportunity to release any stuck energy and re-strategize your way around your money matters, and also find fulfillment in things that you may have started earlier on this year, and things that is reaching to a fruition. So Pisces uses Aries full moon to really improve your financial stability, your financial situation, and your value system. Thank you for watching my Aries full moon video. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day. Thank you very much.